Hey, this is Darkstar. We are on day 2 of our NeoFly adventure. I did watch some videos on NeoFly, so I might have a little bit better idea about what to do. I also tried to install Skyforce Sim, but I don't know where it shows. Oh, there it is. Okay. What does that let us do? Change them later in settings. Okay. Text size. That's okay for me. Ooh, I like that better, I think. Oh, does it let us drag it around? Okay, so I guess we got different apps here. Freelance jobs, career. I did kind of cheat a little bit. I wasn't sure what I would be able to do, so and by cheat, I mean I accepted a mission, I think. Didn't really do very much. I did realize I was being dumb yesterday, and I forgot, because I never use it. I've always been playing in career mode, and I forgot you can go in here and go flight performances, and you can load up cargo here. So that's probably where I needed to go. So I did that. So now I think we're up to our payload required 394. We have 395. And I did see a tip about like buying stuff at one place and taking it to another. Like I guess we technically have 100 pounds we could carry here. So I guess we could buy like some goods here, maybe. One thing I'm not sure about is, do I have, like, this mission? Let's see if I can find the mission. Jobs, maybe in the hangar. It said something about bring magazines. I turned on insurance, that was one thing I did. Someone figured out the fuel thing. Maybe that was a bug yesterday. Cargo. 2K. Now that's saying cigarettes. We're already in this location. Manage your flight. Bring 224 pounds. Oh, cigarettes. Ugh, gross. Okay, I guess since we're all green here, we can just take off. Was setting up the flight plan, so we're departing 08 Alpha Kilo 402 Alpha Kilo. And we will do VFR. Straight auto, left direct auto. We want to do that one maybe. Don't want flight level 100, maybe flight level, what, 30? Sorry. Is there any way I can drag this around? How do I move it? What was it? 02 Alpha Kilo? 02 Alpha Kilo. Medicine. Can we buy it here? Let's just get... Let's just get 90 pounds of medicine. We're already pretty heavy. Did we buy the medicine? Do we have, how do we tell what we have? I think that's saying that's part of this mission. I don't think we bought it yet. Does that buy it? Are you sure you want to buy 3 medicine? Okay. Missing payload. So now in theory we go back to here. We need to add 484. Oh man. Okay, there we go. So we are dangerously overloaded here according to this. We need to shift it around, is that what we do? 484. Does that make it worse? Like, I think we want it more forward, right? So we would want more weight. What weight does that? sure what that means. Screw it. I'll work on it later. I don't know how to make this go away now. Hide that. Okay, beacon's on. It's gonna start. Oh, I gotta give some fuel.
Everything looks good from where I'm sitting. Taxi to the runway and take off.
Flaps in. I hope we can. I mean, we're so heavily loaded here. It'll be interesting. Oil pressure's a little low. Okay, there we go.
Okay, pilot, steady away. See you again soon.
Freeways in the sky. We want to climb at about 85, right? And we should be good to get our flaps up now, I hope. To let us pick up a little more speed. In one of the videos I watched, the guy sold his 152 and
Approach
rented.
Cessna Foxtrot. Hotel Uniform Foxtrot Whiskey is type Cessna 152 2 miles northwest of 08 Alpha Kilo 900 feet. Request flight following.
Cessna Foxtrot. Hotel Uniform Foxtrot Whiskey approach. Squawk 5537.
Squawk 5537 Cessna Uniform Foxtrot Whiskey.
Okay, our
Cessna
transponder code
Uniform
updated
Foxtrot
here.
Whiskey radar contact 1 miles southeast of Alpha Alpha Tree 1000, 200 feet altimeter 29er. 8 tree.
Roger, Cessna Uniform Foxtrot Whiskey.
Anyway, the guy like immediately sold his 152 and rented a 172, I guess, to do better paying missions. I'm actually kind of enjoying being back in the 152 for a while. Like, you know, no autopilot, just simple little missions here. The other thing that looks good to do is some kind of expedition. I think he made like 250 grand off of that, but it costs like, I don't know, a good chunk to relocate your pilot near enough to do it. So we might try one of those at some point. We can find one close enough. Right now, I think these 152 missions are kind of fun. Reasonably short hops over to other airports, practice our landing. I did get a 2-star on my certification, which gives us a 20% XP boost, and then 3-star would be a 30% XP boost. That might be kind of nice to get, but so we'll see. We might just go for the next rating. once we're kind of tired of flying the little Cessnas around here. I do think it'd be kind of fun to get into a Vision jet reasonably soon, which could be weeks. I don't know. I don't know how long these things take yet. But for now, we've got some nice Alaskan scenery here. We've got some mountains off in the distance. Fun to get into some IFR weather as well. Maybe not in this plane, but I never did figure out why I was having trouble with the VOR. One worked just like I expected, and the other one never tuned in. I don't know. Let's kind of stop climbing. Ease back on the RPM. And go clean out the engine. Very far, so my problem with no autopilot is more lack of hands and needing to do other things. I'm flying with my right hand. I need the right hand to do my mouse as well. So that makes it a little challenging if I'm gonna do anything in the EFB or anything. Okay, I'll try to remember to adjust my cargo weight going forward. So we missed out on some experience yesterday for that. For 1 pound. I don't know why I didn't think about that one, because I had just done it at the start of the mission. I wasn't used to it being in when I'm in the plane. Okay. It's gonna climb, lower the airspeed, dive, raise the airspeed, climb. As long as we don't crash, I guess. Okay, we're coming up on here. We'll go downwind east final. In this small plane, that should be fine. This is like a 2,000 foot airport, I think, runway. And it's grass, but I can't believe they haven't fixed these labels. It's just got to be some kind of resources file. Like, come on, guys. That's low-hanging fruit right there. We have no weather. Should be at about 200 feet. Yeah, 194. I doubt we have any charts. Wind. Guess we can go landing lights on so we don't forget. And taxi lights. can't really tell if any other lights are actually in operation here. Where's our beacon? Pulling a little bit more power out so we can kind of descend. Look at this thing weather vaning. Should mean we have wind from the left. Is there any way to tell? Does this tell you? Why do we not show live players? Come on. So at 1,200 feet, we'd be 1,000 feet above the runway. So full rich. Start pulling some power back as we get ready to enter the downwind leg. Want to get to our pattern speed, which I think is about 65. As we get below 85, we can go for a snatch of laps. Get to 80.
Cessna Uniform Foxtrot Whiskey Contact Anchorage Center on 132. Tree, good day.
Okay, that's 1,000 feet above the
132.
runway.
Tree for Cessna Uniform Foxtrot Whiskey. Anchorage Center Cessna Foxtrot. Hotel Uniform Foxtrot Whiskey 1,900 feet.
Cessna Foxtrot. Hotel Uniform Foxtrot Whiskey Anchorage. Center altimeter 29er. 80 radar contact continue.
Okay, we're going to do entry into this downwind leg. I think we're 700 feet above the runway now. So won't that drop to 600? No. I'm confused. Ignore everything I just said. Okay, 70 knots. 65. Power in as we bring the nose up. Now we should be now 1,200 feet above the runway, I do believe. Is that the right altitude? I don't know. It's kind of where these blue markers are, but that seems a little high to me. I think I'm going to get down to 1,200 here before we turn base. flaps. Add a little power. Okay, that should be 1,000 feet. I think that's about where we want to be. Add a little power for the turn. We want to start a descent as well. That descent. Picking up too much speed though. Power back. Now we should be 600 feet above the runway. Looks like an ample runway. Put a little wide on the base because I can't look around and tell where I am. Just turning blind. A little bit more power out because we're carrying a little bit more speed than I'd like to be. Off pretty quickly though. That's the runway.
Transporter from dispatch. Nice landing. Go to the parking and put your parking brake on. I'll be in touch.
Transporter from dispatch. Clear the runway and taxi to parking.
08 Alpha Kilo traffic Cessna Foxtrot. Hotel uniform Foxtrot Whiskey is taxiing to parking.
I've gotten a little spoiled from career mode, just hitting enter to do the comms. I'll start working those more into my flights. Does that count as parking? Lead beacon on. Turn these off. Lean this
Transport
out.
from dispatch. Okay, nice job. Someone is coming to take the cargo. I'll call you when it's done.
Okay, and then can we... Oh, that's kind of slow to come up.
Transporter. Another cargo mission completed. Thanks, and see you soon.
Let's go.
so what we want to do now, I think, is if we can, I didn't really check the airport. Try to use that interface. Where's my NeoFly window? For one, I want to see the log, what happened here. Fuel's still at 31%, so it like didn't use any fuel. So we made 3,000 for the mission. We got 10 XP for that. Payload matching, XP granted at end of flight. We have 281 total XP and we need 1,000. Why do we have so little money right now? Maybe it's because we bought the medicine. Goods market. 02K is buying medicine. So in theory, we can sell them the 3 medicine for 7,000. Now we're up to 19. I honestly don't know if we even made money on that. Hopefully. So now here we could buy phones for a lot. 20 pounds of phones is 10,000. Now here phones are good and something else, I'm not sure what it was. Just a minute here. See, I screenshotted some. So cigars, caviar, phones, old wine, and whiskey. Well, whiskey's not even all that great. And I don't know what Pilza is, but it's more than I have for 1 unit, so. Cigars are a lot. Why is average sell below average buy? I wonder who's selling and who's buying. Hope they're selling and they're buying. Not we're selling for less than we're buying. Okay, so cigars, caviar, phones. Those would be our big ones. So do we turn the batteries off now? Is that okay? And do we need to despawn? I don't think we need to despawn. We'll see. I prefer not to, really. I want to just go from place to place. I think the first thing we want to do is find a mission, right? Or a job. So here's a pretty good paying one. It's not very far. One person. Okay. Let's try it.
Transporter from dispatch. Illicit mission this time. Wait in the parking until a weird guy gets on board.
Okay.
Captain, the pizza is fresh from the oven and is being loaded as I speak.
Pizza. I'm kidding. Oh yes, one last thing. I'm gonna stay for the flight.
Okay. Parachute.
Pilot, the pizzas are loaded onto the aircraft. Depart when you are ready.
Don't know when we need to do repairs. Okay, we're going to, well, let's see. I think first of all we need to deal with the weight issue, right? So let's bring this up and see if this works now. Nope. See, I was thinking it would be here, like you put stuff in here, but no, it's over here. So this what? Are we going the wrong way here? This is 524 and that says 524. It is not updating either. But I think okay. But now this is worse. What? How did I? Okay, what if we make this 200? And we make this one 324. What if we make this one, what, 150? And 374? Okay, let's make this one 100. Well, that got us into the green at least. Okay, okay. So we need to put a lot more in the front than in the back, I guess. Now, how do we get this guy to be okay with what we're doing, or potentially the other one? See if we say, fly our mission. I guess we need 39 more pounds of cargo? Seems rude though. Well, that puts us over our total mass, doesn't it? That's what I needed to do. $524. And now it still shows green. We don't need to refuel because we're still not using fuel for some reason. Now, if I go look at my settings, what are we? Is it an assistance? Fuel? Unlimited fuel is not checked. I don't think there's anything else that does it. We have air traffic. Well, that doesn't matter. We have live weather. We have multiplayer. We're on west. If anyone wants to stay high. We don't have that checked. I don't know that it really matters, but I'll do it. Okay, but I think we're good to go. Don't fly over 1,000 feet above ground level. Okay. Okay, so we got, oh, because it's illicit. So we have to fly low. Which means at all times we need to know our altitude, or we just fly really close to the ground. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Beacon on. Battery on. Start. Nope. Mixture.
Everything looks good from where I'm sitting. Taxi to the runway and take off.
Alternator. Taxi. Strobe. Nav. And now we need to do our final adjustment. We're at the end of the runway. So, oh, why were I thought the parking brakes were on. Okay, brakes are off. Pulling the trim back a little. Okay, so we don't want to climb very high. And we want to go to where? That's the thing we didn't plug in yet. I wish this heads-up display mode had ground speed. Just gonna cheat. Put her in reverse. Okay. Now we want landing lights on, taxi lights can come off. Want P2 heat on. We're good here. Flaps are set. We need our destination, which is DZ. Oh man, I wish there was a way to swap these. Or like select where you are or something. We're on what, 34? And then DZ, is that a place? I'm not seeing a DZ. What does that mean? Is that an illicit, non-real airfield? Oh, come on. You can't look over at something? Drop cargo. Do we drop it, or do we land and drop it? Destination is DZ. Okay. Well, I don't have one of those. What it looks to me like is we're gonna have to go skirt these mountains a little bit. It won't even let me like get off center of my plane. Come on. I might just have to fly with that map, but I think it's somewhere over here, maybe. Is there some other map view? Okay, there's another way I can look at this, maybe. That is so rude. Okay, well, if we go to 52AK, yeah, it looks like maybe somewhere it's around here. Let's just say, didn't do it, did it? No, close enough. We'll just go around it. Now what happened? Close enough. We'll figure it out here.
Fly safe, and follow the client's instructions perfectly.
Okay, we gotta stay low. Bringing the flaps up. pressure off. Is that smoke coming out of my engine? Or just reflections, I hope. Okay. Lean this out a little bit.
Approach Cessna Foxtrot. Hotel Uniform Foxtrot Whiskey is type Cessna 152 2 miles northeast of Alpha Kilo Tree for 400 feet. Request flight following.
Cessna Foxtrot. Hotel Uniform Foxtrot Whiskey approach. Squawk 2672.
Squawk 2672 Cessna Uniform Foxtrot Whiskey.
Cessna Uniform
Roger Cessna Uniform Foxtrot Whiskey.
I hope they fix that. Shouldn't be talking over each other. If we're gonna do illicit runs, we need a radar altimeter or something. They're little handheld radar altimeters. Strap it out the window. Okay with going over some hills, but I don't want to go over any mountains because flying down the side of the mountain will be challenging to stay at 1,000 foot. I hope somebody that knows NeoFly will join and give me some tips. Like I said, for now, I don't really mind doing these little plane missions. It's kind of fun to fly this plane. Used to fly the 152 like in maybe the 1990s through the 2000 era. Cruddy little graphics. Get an exterior shot here. So in theory, if we're below 1,000 feet, we'll definitely be below 1,000 feet AGL, but as we go over this hill up here, we're likely to go over 1,000 feet. So, I don't think I want to go all the way around it. I'm hoping it's not so much of a mountain that we can just kind of bump over it, but I guess we'll see what happens. For next time. Still got audio, we're gonna have to climb a little bit. Maybe this info had your ground height or something. We got GPS altitude, but that doesn't tell us the ground height. We got our track is 130. We know that the destination is somewhere to the left. Where we're going to get into trouble is if we have to do a steep enough climb in this plane and we don't have excess speed, we will get into a stall condition. Let's see where, so we're going full throttle. Probably should have picked up a little bit of speed before. Get a little left over here.
Cessna Uniform Foxtrot Whiskey contact approach on 119er. 1. Good day.
Hope we don't get above
Going to 119er.
There.
1 Cessna Uniform Foxtrot Whiskey.
I feel like we're more like 100 or 200 feet up. Like, but I must admit, I do not fly like this that often, so I don't really have a good visual reference for it. And I'm almost kissing those trees, I feel like. Maybe another tree height above them. What's that? Okay. Ease back on the throttle again a little bit. And I want to go a little bit to the right here now. I'm hoping this dude here is going to toss the cargo out. Here, I'm definitely way to the right of our target. I'll have to fly back on the flight path, but I'll need to head in the right direction. I'm pointing south of where we need to be right now. Here and still see the target, but I think that's okay for now. And the route on our map is definitely not right. DZ drop zone. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's not get too high here, but. Now we're at about 1,500 feet, but we're well below 1,000 feet above the ground. I'm not quite heading to our target yet. It's a little more to the left here. No idea what this mission's gonna bring. If I had to guess, I would say we're gonna have to go below a certain speed. Possibly at a certain altitude, and almost certainly cross a certain, like the drop zone. Right? Those blue skyways are not to our target, they're just to some random airport in the vicinity. No idea how close that is to what we were looking for. Let's pull some power out here because we're descending. Illicit cargo pilot. Okay, I think on this heading we're going to possibly be a little bit north of it now rather than passing south, but as we get closer I'll refine my heading a little bit. The more I look, this airport doesn't seem to be too far off of the drop zone. Still looking like a pretty good match. Like this I would worry about. I don't want to be a... Well, I think as long as we're below 1,000 feet, nothing here is likely to drop below sea level, so probably be fine. getting closer here. Trying to match up the terrain between the NeoFly map and the map on my screen here. Alpha 85. Okay, right now we're heading about towards Alpha 85, and it is still not on my NeoFly map. Should be out past that a little ways. Maybe to the north of that even. What maybe looks like a big road on the map, but still not using fuel. I don't understand. Probably just as well because I'm terrible at fuel management. Okay, so it is northeast of Alpha 85, almost. Maybe almost right along that flight path that is marked. Kind of area. There's that little pond or lake, and then a big open field, and then our drop zone.
Approach Cessna Foxtrot. Hotel Uniform Foxtrot Whiskey 900 feet.
Cessna Foxtrot. Hotel Uniform Foxtrot Whiskey approach altimeter 29er. 84 radar, contact continue.
So right now we're flying about between Alpha 85 and our target. So, okay. That looks more like directly at the drop zone. Looks like it's right to the south of a road, if we come across that. It might be that road dead ahead there. Might be just to the south of that. I don't know if you can see that there. Less than 3 nautical miles from the drop zone. Just in anticipation of needing to slow down. Let's do that. There's a whole bunch of airplanes. What is that? Are those from NeoFly putting them there? But that might be the drop zone where those planes just showed up. Strip ahead is looking increasingly like the road, where the road would be. Looks like it should be just on that road, maybe? thought it was to the south of it, but now it looks more like it's on that road. Do we have to land on the road? I can do that, I think. It'd be kind of nice if it told me what's going on. Right here at this corner, actually. See that bend in the road? We just overfly it. What do we need to do here? World is going on? Okay, we just flew past it. Nothing happened. That turn very well. We're going to fly right over those planes. Can't pause? Says when you are above the drop zone, the pizza will be dropped. You then need to make your way back to base without alerting anyone. Did I need to buy the pizza? Oh my god. That's the mission point right there. Pretty sure it's where all those planes are. I thought it was right here before because when you're like this, it's pointing at the road. Okay, let's try and make one more pass here, I guess. Doesn't say anything about speed requirements. Stay below 1,000 feet, which we did. There's our road. Now it's all glitchy in the audio. And we are right passing over it right.
We're
here.
above the drop zone. I'll drop the pizza. Fly straight for 30 seconds. Don't mess with me, okay?
Transporter.
Pizza delivered.
I have confirmation that the pizza has been received. You can land at any airport.
Oh, we can land at any airport. Well, we just happen to have one right here. Go full rich on the mixture. We'll climb up to something closer to some kind of pattern attitude. I'll fly in here. I'm glad we don't have to fly all the way back. I hope it's my headset with the glitchy sound and not the recording audio or streaming audio. Slowing down. 2 notches of flaps. Get that stabilized. Flaps. We're gonna get ready to start our descent as we turn on the base. high. Wish it were easier to just glance like that way. This should be a huge runway. So we got patty lights. Whoa. Let that get a little out of control. Look at that crosswind. Look at that sock. Look at that windsock. We're gonna die. I can't make crosswind landings like this. Like, holy shit. Come on. It's blowing me off the runway before I can even get down. Oh, I can't see over the cowling here. Okay.
Nice landing, pilot.
What's it? Oh, shit.
Transporter from dispatch.
Oh my
Clear the
goodness.
runway and taxi to
What
parking.
in the world? Oh. Like a 90 mile an hour crosswind. Whoa. I should not have tried that. Look at that windsock, man. That thing is just solid. And we probably should have done some radio comms there.
02 Alpha Kilo traffic Cessna Foxtrot. Hotel Uniform Foxtrot Whiskey is taxiing to parking.
Pretty sure in any real sense we crashed there. I wonder, do we have to park in a specific spot? Like, what if we just pull over and park? What happens? And the audio is super glitchy now for me. Try resetting. of it. We'll see. I might need to end the stream for a while anyway.
Looks like a success. We have thumbs up for the pizza.
You can start your engine now.
Why? I want my engine off. I don't understand. That alone should kill the engine. This is off. No magnetos. That isn't. How are you running? You have no fuel.
Everything looks good from where I'm sitting. Taxi to the runway and take off.
Where are we going? Like, what do you think we got going on here? Does this have to reboot every time you open it? Like, that is very inconvenient. That would be nice. Okay, what if we do the fast shutdown now? I turn that off, that. Weird, okay. Why do we have payload required? Required for what? Oops. It's not shutting down the engine. I had this problem once in a career mission too. That was a lot of fun. Payment for mission. So we got paid. We got our experience. Paid an airport fee. Oh, what are you thinking we're doing? You're in free flight mode. No jobs for this aircraft. Okay, that's kind of what I wanted. So I guess let's say end flight now. Right. So these are all the same mission, right? Passenger. So we did this one the other day. You come up here, you play around that thing, they take pictures, you come back. So I'm starting to see some limitations in the variations of these missions. I don't want to keep flying to this one spot, flying around it. But it looks like passenger missions, photo missions, tourist, and cargo. And then I'm guessing we need to go get some more certifications. I could potentially do this one, but then could we afford anything on a PC-12? And if we go to aircraft market, how much is a PC-12 to rent? Oh, those are air ambulance versions. These are VIPs. Cargo. Price per owning day. So I'm guessing we have to pay that every day plus that per hour. That's within our price range. Oh no, the problem is the deposit. You have to come up with the deposit. That's the problem. So if we look for 172s, here the deposit is 44,000. Even that's going to be a little bit brutal to earn. What other options are there? Needs to have a deposit cost. This doesn't say buy or rent. Oh, no, it's not new. Okay, it's either new, rent, or implicitly, I guess, use. So there's a used Cessna for 100,000. However, we already have a 152. Air tractor, I do not like those or that one. That's that little jet guy. 2-3 million. It's a rental. So like we could barely afford a 152 rental. We're gonna have to make some money then, aren't we? Where was that thing that is? Hang on just a sec. Okay. I mean, these little $4,000 runs aren't even that good. Trying to figure out where the event things are. Currently up here. It's supposed to be like an exclamation point. Yeah, that was my poor landing here. Somehow, this one was rated as a good landing. That was terrible. Man, I really want to do that. But it won't do me any good until I can afford one. All right, we can borrow 50,000, which I think we want to do. So if we borrow 50,000, what did we need to get into a? Wonder if cargo pays better or passengers. I don't know which one we should get. Let's see. So we need 40,000 and it's 100 kilometers away. So if we borrow 50,000, we could do this, right? But I don't know if we want cargo or passengers. Or if it matters. But getting a 172 would give us like an autopilot and better in-plane navigation. And since we've earned a little bit, we don't even have to sell our 152. I think I'm gonna do that. Let's go back. Where was the loan? So let's borrow 50,000 here. Okay, I guess we'll go with cargo. I do believe we get our deposit back, so it's in pretty good condition. It's a little further away. Let's go with this one. I don't know how this works yet, so I'm going to wait on that. So someone with high focus, high agility, and endurance. And I don't know what that means they can earn in different. I think this is which ratings they have, right? B, C, D. So it's like single engine, dual engine, single engine turbo, dual engine turbo. So probably want to wait. So now what we want to do, if we go down here, do we need to bring the plane to us, or can we go to where the plane is? Location. Past. So it cost us 2,500 to move down to where the plane is. Or I think there's some way to move your plane to where you are. Bring this aircraft to pilot location. Same price, right? Okay, so we can go either way. I'll have to think about that. I guess we could look and see what missions were available here. Oh yeah, see now we're getting Do you search for jobs with a plane then? This is a training that I could do. I mistakenly purchased it and I didn't mean to. I might go play it though. We'll see. But yeah, I think we want to either go down here. Oh wait, what is this? Is this? Do we have to be this rank to take this mission? That would kind of suck. That means we can only take these missions. Well, that sucks, man. Maybe we need to do a whole bunch of experience earning missions then. All right, I might work on that tonight then. I think I'm gonna call it for now, deal with dinner, and then come back. Bye all.